While virtual real estate has become incredibly popular these days, it's about time the NFTs make their way into physical real estate. It's inevitable, and we know it's going to be happening here pretty soon with a project that is upcoming that is going to give you a chance to own a little slice of the Caribbean with your beachfront paradise that you can trade as an NFT. Let's take a trip down there. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. Owning land is a big milestone when it comes to building financial freedom and wealth. We all know this. We see everyone doing it that is of a higher level, right? The wealthy people out there, they all own real estate. That's one of the keys that ties them all together. Now we're seeing a lot of that exploding here in the virtual world and people owning massive plots of real estate and making a lot of money, but we haven't really seen physical real estate come to NFTs just yet, until now. We're going to talk about a project today that does just that, and it does it in a very revolutionary type of way that is really going to get you that slice of paradise for us, all wrapped up in an NFT. But before we get to all that, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here and smash that like button if you like what you see. And then jump in our community of Stachers on Discord and join the conversation talking about the metaverse, NFTs, and gaming. So the company Blue Terra is a brand new company that is launching on the Solana network. And what they are doing is they're launching NFT-backed real estate plots. And they're doing this in the Bahamas. What better place to do it than in a tropical Caribbean environment? I love going down to the Caribbean. It's one of my favorite places to vacation, and thinking about having my own little plot of the Bahamian beachfront property that is an NFT that I could trade back and forth is really exciting to me. Now what they're doing here sounds almost too good to be true, but what they did is they picked the Bahamas specifically because they have found a way to be able to work within their existing real estate legal regulations to make this valid and true. So we're going to talk about exactly how they do that, but first let's get into the why and the what. So what they're doing here is they're giving you access to a certain amount of square feet. They're looking to launch it between 1,500 to 2,000 square feet per plot of land that is going to be wrapped up in an NFT. This is going to be in the Bahamas. They haven't purchased the land yet, but they have a bunch of the lands that they're already looking at. These are lands that are already somewhat connected to grid, so they're fairly easy to access. It's not just out in the middle of nowhere, and they haven't put out the price just yet. We're looking at that to be launched here pretty soon. Probably looking around $2,000 or $3,000 per plot here, but there's no details confirmed on that. The launch is looking to be probably within the next month or so, maybe 2 months. Also TBD, they have not put out the launch there just yet. But what you're looking at getting here is with this NFT is you're either getting a grassland or a beachfront property, so they're going to be both. And this is definitely the very first time we've ever seen a true plot of land tied to a NFT like this. We've seen individual houses being tied to NFTs in weird ways using LLCs, but what they've come up here is actually quite genius. So what they're doing is they're creating the very first real life real estate DAO called the TERRAN DAO. And what this DAO is going to do is essentially it's going to be the actual physical owner of the NFTs of the lands, and they're going to issue these NFTs as perpetual leases. And what that essentially means is that the NFT represents the lease of this land from the TERRAN DAO as a perpetual automatically renewing lease. So every 150 years, the lease will automatically renew. So whoever owns that NFT essentially owns the lease of that land. And you say, well, that's not actually owning the land. But it is in a way where you're going to always have this lease. They can't take it away from you unless you don't pay taxes on your land, which we're going to talk about in a second, because you don't have to actually pay taxes if you don't build on the land. And that's something that is pretty interesting. So there's a lot that is going on and wrapped into this TERRAN DAO here, but essentially the DAO is going to be the owner of this land, and they're going to lease it back to you through this NFT that you own, and you'll be able to do whatever you want on this land. They give you rights to be able to build, to be able to not build, pretty much, develop it how you see fit, which is pretty cool. And so, like I said, this is a very unique way they've gone about this, and they've done the research to be able to get this to be fully legal in the Bahamas. and they have pretty big partnerships. They've already partnered with FTX Exchange. They have a full legal team that is based in the Bahamas that is working with them on this as well. They have a luxury real estate company, and they also have the second largest Bahamian airline on board, as well as marine conservatory that is going to help ensure that holders have complete access and ease in visiting, developing, and enjoying their land sustainably. So they have a very big host of partners that are going to help all these things. And being part of this DAO and owning an NFT here also means that you're going to get access to these services and to different benefits by being part of the DAO as well. Now their team is partially doxed. They have their artists and things on their website. It's not a fully doxed team, so you got to keep that in consideration. But like I said, you can once you buy this NFT, you have the right to sublease it. You can visit it. You can build on your land. Now, if you do build on your land, you are then subject to taxes that you're going to have to pay annually. And so that's where this comes in. So if you build on your land and then don't pay the taxes, which essentially TERRAN DAO is on the hook for because they're the actual landowner, they have the right to then revoke that NFT from you and null and void it and then reissue the NFT to somebody else because you didn't pay your taxes. But if you build nothing on your land, then you don't have to pay any taxes, which is great, right? So you could trade this asset back and forth without having to pay taxes on it and go and hang out on this undeveloped land, maybe go camping on your land and not have to worry about paying taxes on it. So, but once you do, you are going to have to pay the taxes on it once you're building on it. And, like I said, I think that makes sense to me, but you are going to have to keep up on that as a landowner and perpetual lease owner of this particular land. So the cool thing they're doing that actually facilitates this whole thing of being a really cool opportunity is they're actually going to be building a real estate NFT marketplace where you'll be able to trade these NFTs back and forth. And so whereas, this would be incredibly hard to do with traditional real estate because of the, illegal ways they found to make this a reality in the Bahamas, this is something that is going to be incredibly easy. There's no taxes or anything, no fees that are going to be incurred, through the Bahamian government for the trading of these lands, where normally that would be the case because you're essentially trading in this perpetual lease. Now, one of the cool things about this too is that the marketplace fees are then going to go back into the TERRAN DAO, and this TERRAN DAO is going to help people that own land with doing things like any legal work, maybe getting services, discounted services. With their partners, they're gonna you also be able to enjoy some discounted services, maybe airlines, things like that, flights to the Bahamas as well. So there's a lot rolled up here in the DAO. Outside of just owning the land too. So really cool opportunity that's coming in a really cool and unique way to possibly own your little slice of paradise in the Bahamas that you could, build on or not build on, hang out with, camp, do whatever you want to do, and know that, hey, you could trade this NFT at any possible time to somebody else, and it's all legal and it's all really well researched and thought out. So really interesting concept here. Let me know what you guys think about this. If this is something you think is too good to be true, or if you think it smells like a scam, or if you think that this is the most perfect opportunity to be able to actually own some real estate in a way that it wraps into an NFT, really showcasing what the future of real estate is going to be, because that's exactly what I think it is. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.